Hello, my name is Erin Black, and I am the president and CEO of the Yakima Valley Community Foundation. And I'm looking forward to sharing a little bit more about myself, some information about my leadership philosophies, and more about how we can continue to work together to serve our community. I will tell you a story. When I was younger, my grandparents worked as ministers at the Salvation Army, and I spent a lot of time growing up volunteering with my grandparents. And I was with my grandfather in downtown Seattle feeding the homeless. And so serving and saying hello and greeting people. And I remember two ladies who my grandfather was Major Eddie Reed, and they were thanking my grandpa for the nice meal. And what stood out to me was each of them, it was clear, needed help and support. And what they did is they each pulled out of their pocket a crumpled up dollar bill and donated it into the Salvation Army donation box. And that stays with me to this day because I think about what that dollar meant to each of those women and the fact that they were willing to give that up to help others the way that they were being helped. Sometimes it doesn't take thousands and millions of dollars. Sometimes it takes $1. Sometimes it takes volunteering and just reaching out and helping people. One of the things that I talk about that's super important in leadership and first and foremost is being self-aware and understanding yourself before you can become a good leader. And what I've done over the years is create my personal code of ethics or my personal values and how important those are. So I think about how important trust is, how important integrity is, and really thinking about, is this fair? How important being fair and making decisions are. Leaning on our team and our board members, and even feedback from community members who are engaged, and understanding the baseline and current situation and making sure to ask a lot of questions before making really important decisions that could sometimes have ramifications maybe we don't think about. So I value bringing in a diverse viewpoint so that I can understand from all angles when making that decision. I think one of the things that excites me the most is working with a diverse group of individuals that bring different skill sets to the table. And this isn't just the team and the board members, it's also community members. I'm really excited about that because I love people. I actually have my undergraduate degree in anthropology, which is all about respecting culture, respecting tradition, and just loving people for who they are and learning from people. Where I get most of my learning isn't necessarily from books, but it's from people and their lived experiences that guides their perception and guides their actions as they work and live and breathe in this community. And I'm all about collective impact. I think that to see generosity come to the table and how we can work collaboratively to make impact happen and to be really innovative in our community. Yakima is a place I love. I will be honest, when I moved here 27 years ago, I thought I'll be here for a couple years and see where I go, but I've fallen in love with this community. I've raised my daughter in this community, and this is where I'm going to stay. What is really important to me is building genuine relationships. And that when people engage with the community foundation, that they feel that genuine desire to get to know people and who they are and what's important to them. Because it's not about what's important to me or what's important to other individuals. It's about what's important to you and what do you want to make happen in this community. So I spend a lot of time listening and learning, because when we build genuine relationships, we care about each of those individuals and the impact that they want to make in our community. I also believe that part of that genuine relationship is building trust. And when people engage with me and the team and the community foundation, I want them to feel 100% trust in the relationship and in the work that we do. I will say that what you see is who I am all the time. I learned a long time ago. I was lucky enough to step into a leadership role in my early to mid 20s. And I always thought, as a young leader, that how I operated in a leadership role should be different than how I operate in my personal life. And what I realized is that I'm much more effective when I'm just who I am. You get the genuine me all the time. And just from a personal perspective, what's really important to me is my family and my friends. Extremely important. And you will always hear me talk about my daughter and how proud I am of her. But I think it's important to live your life through your values inside and out. And what's important to me also is practicing gratitude, because when we practice gratitude in whatever way, shape, form that is, that's what brings us joy. It's important to laugh and enjoy time with others.